Hello everyone, welcome to Selenium Web Application Testing Tool using Java lecture series. What we learned today: how to create a Java project in Eclipse, then how to add the Selenium jar files, then we'll learn to write the test script to test login page of LinkedIn website. We'll run the test and we'll check the output. So first step is to create a Java project in Eclipse. So go to Eclipse, right click and open it. Say launch. After going to Eclipse, click on File, New, Java Project. Give the name First Script. Rest everything you keep it as a default and click on Finish. So you can see project called First Script is created over here. So click on that arrow of the project. Right click on the SRC folder. Click on New Package. Give the package name as Program. Click on Finish. You can see over here package also got created. So right click on the package. Click on New. Click on the class. Give the class name as Selenium. Click on this public static void main checkbox because we need a main method in our test script. So tick mark that and say Finish. So we have created the Java project called as First Script. Inside that project we have created the package called as Program, and inside the package we have created the selenium.java file also. Step number 2 is to add Selenium jar file to the project created in Eclipse. So right click on your project, First Script, go to build path. You can see the configure build path, click on that. Click on module path, or you can click on class path also. I am clicking on module path. You can see over here add external jar option is there. So click on that add external jar. You can see Selenium server standalone jar file which I have downloaded from the internet is showing over here. So you have to select that. So click on that and open. So you can see over here your Selenium server standalone jar file is added inside the libraries. So click over here apply and then apply and close. So now if you go to the reference library section of your First Script project, you can see Selenium server standalone jar file is shown over here. That means it is included in our project now. So we have successfully included Selenium jar file inside our project First Script. Step 3 is to write a test script to test login page of LinkedIn website. So we'll check how to write the test script for testing the login page of LinkedIn website. So now our class got created. The class name is Selenium, and you can give any name to your class. You can give your name also, and inside that class the main method also got created. This is the main method. It is ending over here and your class is ending at the end. This bracket is for closing the class. Now we have to write the entire script inside our main method under this blue section only. So your method is opening over here and your method is closing over here. So inside the main method you have to write your entire script code. So we'll start. So first we have to set the property for using the Chrome driver because we'll be opening the Chrome browser from the Eclipse. So we need to have a Chrome driver for opening the Chrome browser. So how to set the Chrome driver file? Using system dot. You can see the option over here. Automatically when you write the initials of the method, you will get the method names over here in the drop down. So we have to use the set property. So just enter. Automatically it will come. So now we have to set the Chrome driver. To write over here WebDriver dot Chrome dot driver. So we are using the WebDriver, that is a Chrome driver, in order to open Chrome browser from the Eclipse. So here we have to copy the path where we have installed the Chrome driver exe file. So go to your place where you have installed the Chrome driver exe file and copy that path over here. So I'll go to my C drive. I have a Chrome driver underscore win32 folder, open it, and here I have my Chrome driver exe file. So I need the path where this file is there. So click over here and copy this path and paste it over here and give the file name Chrome driver.exe. So now we have used the Chrome driver exe file in our program, so which will help us to open the Chrome browser from the Eclipse. So after this, I have to create the object of the WebDriver class, which is there inside the Selenium jar file. So WebDriver is the class name, D is the object I am creating. You can give any name for your object. Then new is the keyword used for making the space for storing the object of WebDriver class, that is D. And Chrome driver is the constructor. Since we are using the Chrome browser, we have to call the Chrome driver constructor. If you are using the Firefox browser, then instead of Chrome, here you have to write Firefox. Only difference is this. But I am using the Chrome, so I'll write over here Chrome. So now you can see you have an error over here. So when you have an error, see both the WebDriver class is also showing error and Chrome driver constructor is also showing the error. So just hover on WebDriver class name. You can see the import WebDriver. So click on that import statement. Automatically an import for WebDriver will be added in your program. Now what is this import statement is telling? Meaning this WebDriver.java class is there inside your org OpenQA Selenium folder. So we have to include in our program. So that's why we have to use the import statement. So now the error for WebDriver is gone, but still error for Chrome driver is showing. Now hover your cursor over Chrome driver constructor now. You can see import Chrome driver. So click on that. Automatically the import statement got included in your program. So this Chrome driver constructor is there inside your Chrome.java file, which is there inside org OpenQA Selenium folder. Now these two steps are for opening the Google Chrome browser. So now after this statement, you have to use the object D and call the get method of WebDriver class. Get method will help you to open the LinkedIn website in the Chrome browser. So you have to give the path of LinkedIn website inside the get method, www.linkedin.com. So now this is the URL of the LinkedIn website which you have to put inside the get method, which will open your LinkedIn website in the Chrome browser. So now after this, we'll go to the LinkedIn, open your Chrome browser, type the URL of the LinkedIn website, enter. So we are on the login page of the LinkedIn website. We have to consider the three elements of the login page. One is email, second one is password, and third one is sign in button. So we have to find the IDs of all these three elements. First is email, then password, and then sign in button. So using the object of WebDriver class, we'll first find the element email ID. So you have to use the find element method for finding the email ID element. See, you don't have to type. When you just write the initial of the method, automatically it will come in the drop down. Just say enter. So there are two ways to find the element. Either you can find the element by its ID or you can use the XPath. So I am finding the element by element ID. So here I have to put the ID of the first element, that is email. So how to find the ID? Go to the browser, right click on the email text box and select the inspect. Click on inspect. The HTML and CSS part of the code will get open on the right hand side of the browser window. And when you see this blue color highlighted part is of the email text box, because I've right clicked on the email text box and selected the inspect. So the code of the email text box got highlighted. So I have to find the ID. So I can see over here there is a ID equal to session key written over here. So that session key is the ID of email field. So copy that ID and paste it inside your Eclipse. So I have got the ID of the email field now. So I have to put the actual email ID inside my text box. So I have to use the send keys for sending my actual email ID in the text box. So send key is used to send the actual email ID by putting it in the email text box of the login page. Now same thing we have to do for password field also. So now you have to find the password field by using t.find element. We'll find the password field by its ID. So inside the codes you have to put the ID of the password field. So right click on the password and select inspect. You can see the password field code got highlighted in the blue color. So right click on that. So just see where the ID is written. It's written over here, ID equal to session password. So copy that ID and paste it inside this code. So now we got the ID of the password field also. So now we have in the send keys section, we have to put the actual password. Okay, so aeroplane is my actual password which I use on LinkedIn for doing the login. So I have to put that. Now last element which I have to find is sign in button, because I have to, after putting the email ID and password, I have to click on the sign in button. So for that I have to find the sign in button also by using find element method. For the button there is no ID, we'll check. So now for the button, right click and do the inspect, selecting the button. Now see, button code got selected, but if you check over here, there won't be any ID for the button. So normally for the button there are no ID part. Okay, so instead of ID you can use XPath. Whenever there is no ID present for any element, you can find that element using XPath. So right click on the selected code, go to copy, and inside copy you can see the second last option, copy XPath. So copy the XPath and write over here by XPath. So we are finding the element by its XPath because ID is not available. So inside the codes you write actual XPath which we have copied. And then instead of send keys, because on sign in button you will click, you won't put any values. In the email ID and password field we have to put the actual email ID and password, but on the button you just have to click. So you have to just call click method. So just right click semicolon. So now you have found all the three elements. So next is we have to create the variable of type string. So I am creating the variable u of type string, and using the object D of the WebDriver class, I'll be calling the getCurrentURL function. Now getCurrentURL will call that function which will actually open when we run the project in the browser. So whichever URL get opened in the browser will get stored in the u variable. URL is a normal string like www.linkedin.com. So we need to store it in the string variable only. We cannot store in other variable like integer or float. So after that you just have to put the condition using if statement, that if whatever URL is stored inside the variable u, if it equals the actual URL which you want after doing the login, that URL you have to paste it over here which you actually want when you do the login. And if that URL gets open, then you can print the message inside your console using system.out.println as test case passed semicolon, else you say test case failed, and then close the browser using the object D of the WebDriver class. Close function is also defined inside the WebDriver class, so you have to call it using the object D. So now we have completed test script writing, so we can run this test script and validate. So step number 4 is to run and test the script which we have written. So how to run this? Right click, run as Java application. You should get automatically logged in if you have put the correct username and password in the script. And after doing the login, you will come to the home page and your browser should get closed, and the message should get displayed in the console saying test case passed. Suppose if you put the wrong password or the username, I'm putting the wrong password now. If you put the wrong password and try to run the script, you will get test case failed. So I'm running now by putting the wrong password. Browser will get open, LinkedIn login page also will get open. See, but it is not getting logged in because you have put the wrong password and it is showing in the console test case failed. So this way you can write the test script for testing any login page of any website. So this was all about today's lecture. Thank you.